right, this is Marky Z, and welcome to another live edition of the Rockin' House. I'm here today in Broomall, Pennsylvania, with one of the best classic AC/DC experiences band, the Voltage Tribute Band. And I want to start with Mike over here. I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves and what they play in the band. Obviously, some of them you could tell what they do, but we'll start with Mike. Angus.
Hey, how's it going, yo? I'm Mike Patrone. I play lead guitar. I do a Angus Young impersonation, imitation, and I do try it to the best of my ability, and I love it so much. And these are all my bandmates, and they're just as great as we all are. You know, we're all like one big happy family. You know.
All right, Mike.
Jerry Panto, drums, not very well, but I try. And we're going to edit all this, right? No? All right. Thanks. Yeah, we'll edit Mike.
All right.
I'm Rick Van Leer. I do vocals. Big Bon Scott fan. Been singing Bon Scott for the last 15, 20 years or so. And I just love being in this band doing this. It's like a dream come true for me.
Awesome. And we got Malcolm over here, right?
Yes, I'm Dean Mancini. I play rhythm guitar, and I'm a huge Malcolm Young fan. So I feel honored to be playing his music.
Awesome.
My name's Scott Liberty, bass player. Been with these guys for about 3 years now, and we've come a long way together, and we've had some ups and downs, but here we are, and hope we can all get through this pandemic and get back to jamming for everybody.
All right, guys, that's awesome. Now I want to talk about how you became a band. How did you guys become the Voltage awesome tribute band that you guys are? What the performance I saw tonight was kick-ass. Whoever want to take that. Yeah, Rick.
Well, I was in Cape May with my fiance on a little getaway, and I've been on band mix online for a while, and she was looking over it and saw this guy wanted to start an AC/DC band. Like, I don't feel like doing that. So she messages him anyway as me. Next thing I know, I'm in this guy's basement auditioning for an AC/DC tribute band with a couple different people, and eventually it morphed into what it is now. So that's pretty much it.
Very awesome.
We all had a passion for it, and we all just loved doing it, so we all clicked together, and that's what kept us together and, through all the ups and downs through the whole band thing. And we're still striving together to get, to just be a team effort with everything. We just love AC/DC. We love playing music. It's our escape in life from all the hardships of everyday reality, and music and AC/DC is our passion to get through tough times in the world, and it works. And I think it works for a lot of people.
What do you think about playing these drums with these guys? Looks like you're having a good time back
Oh,
there.
yeah, I mean, I love it. Phil Rudd, these guys know that Phil Rudd's one of my favorite drummers. So,
Okay.
I mean, I love doing it. I love locking in, getting into the groove. But, just getting back to how we formed, and not to take too long of a story, but I played with Dean over here about 20 years ago.
Okay.
And we did the AC/DC band,
All right.
but not like this. We were like more of a cover band doing AC/DC songs.
Gotcha.
And
Absolutely.
and then just life. We got away from each other for about 20 years, and about 2 or 3 years ago, I ended up playing with these two guys.
Okay.
And then through life again, I kind of lost touch with them, and somehow these guys got together, and out of the blue, I got a phone call saying, "Hey, we got this AC/DC thing going. Why don't you come down and check it out?" And like I said, I was reunited with Dean, but then again, Mike and Scotty. So
Very awesome.
yeah, and then we got Rick, and it was like,
Scotty played in other bands, and Dean and Jerry here played in other bands. And Rick just came along as a straggler, and he just fit right in with his Bon Scott voice.
yeah,
Very awesome. And how about you guys over here? What do you think about the situation playing again with everybody in this awesome AC/DC tribute band, which sounds phenomenal?
Well, I'll take that. I mean, this is the best and most talented group of guys I've ever played with, other than Jerry, because I played with him before. But I just, this band, the sum of the parts are better than or more than the individuals, and we really do come together as a band. We all get along. It's just a great experience for me. So I couldn't be happier.
Scott, how do you feel holding down the bass in the low drive there?
Well, to tell you the truth, it's been a pleasure. It really has. These group of guys here, it ain't going to get any better than this for me. So Mikey and I, we found each other in 2014. Hooked up with Jar in 2017, and my man on the vocals here came along and just razzled dazzled us about 2 years ago. And then when Joe found Dean, it was it, man. We couldn't, it was it. It was the best. It was really the best, and we're having a good time with it right now. Like I said, the pandemic's holding us back and everybody back, but we hope to get right back on the wagon when things start to clear up a little bit. And, we did a gig a couple weeks ago down Bar 13, had a real good showing there, and went over well. And we look to the future and down the road.
People seem to like the band. People seem to like the band. Everybody enjoys the show. We hand out the devil horns, which are kind of on my head, and people love it. And you look out into the crowd when it's dark, and you see a sea of devil horns, like an actual AC/DC show. We try to replicate the actual vibe that the real AC/DC replicates to the best of our ability. Within bars and small clubs. So that's kind of what we're doing, and we're still learning and improving to try to be like the real AC/DC as close as we can, with the stage show and the playing as well. And I think we all do a pretty good job at it.
All right, Mike, I'm going to come back in just a minute with you guys.
Tell you a story about a woman I know. How I come to love her. Who steals the show? She ain't exactly pretty, ain't exactly small. 42, 39, 56. When you say just how it high.
right, I'm Marky Z, and I'm back again with the guys from Voltage, and we're going to talk about, we talked about how you guys formed the band and how you guys got a great chemistry together, and obviously I seen that tonight by just watching you perform. It was amazing. You got a wall of Marshall stacks with the effect, the whole 9 yards, the hell's bells is freaking great. What I like to talk about, guys, is where we're going in the future with you guys. It looks like there's a bright future despite the scandemic. So with this going on, let's talk about that. We have any shows that are coming up for you guys right now, despite what's going on with the scamdemic? Do you want to take that one?
At the moment, there are no shows booked, but because of the pandemic. But we're just crossing our fingers and hoping that we can. I mean, with the cold weather coming in, a lot of places we're doing outside shows. But now that it's getting colder, I think that's eliminated. So depending on what happens with the numbers going up, that's going to determine everything as far as being able to. I guess after the election and the vaccine, I guess we'll know a little better within the next couple of weeks, hopefully. But we're looking so forward to playing out live and the energy of the crowd and how everybody takes to us. But in the meantime, we're not going to sit at home and practice. We're going to keep working hard and getting better and better so that when we do come out, we're going to be kicking butt.
Awesome. All right, man, let's hear your perspective on that, Rick.
My perspective on that is, I mean, we don't have definite dates set up, but we are in communication with a couple of different venues we've played at before, like the Spyglass Ridge Winery we played at this past summer. We're going to be back there next year. They're having us back. We're just waiting for a confirmation date.
Sweet.
In the spring, we're going to be contacting the Levoy Theater and the Sherman Theater, because we played there before, and we did very well there. We had pretty much packed house both places. And the crowd loved it, and they've asked us to come back, but then the pandemic hit, so we've been on kind of standby for now. But hopefully in the spring, if everything clears up and they open up everything, we'll be back out there doing the theater shows and the bigger venues, hopefully, and maybe some teaming up with some other tribute bands. We have a lot of people we can hook up with. There's a lot of good tribute bands out there. We're going to hook up with a couple of them and bring the rock and roll in the spring. So
Sounds great. How about Dean, Scott? What do you guys think about that situation?
No, I agree. I mean, our focus is, once this pandemic clears up, we've been getting more theater shows and winery and outdoor shows. More so than the bar and club shows. So we've been having some more success with that, and then the pandemic hit. But when that goes away, we're gonna do that again. And like Rick said, we're gonna team up. There are some great tribute bands that we're friendly with, that we've played with, that we will play with, that will make a great ticket for a lot of those bigger type venues.
Nice.
So that's where we're headed, and we're always improving our stage show with new props, and we're practicing, and we have bell. We just had custom cannons made.
Phenomenal.
So, and we're gonna try and have these cannons actually fire.
Nice.
Not projectiles, but
Love it.
We came a long way since we started. We didn't have
we didn't have any of this stuff.
Yeah, there was none of these stage props when we first started. So we're continuing to grow as a unit, and I believe within a year from now, when the pandemic subsides, we're going to be twice as strong as we are now, as better players and better performers, and with a much better stage show, and doing definitely Leopard. Is that what you said? Yeah, I'm in another band called Definitely Leopard as well, and we team up together. They're a bunch of great guys. Yeah, I double duty. Yeah, so I had to change outfits to go from Phil Collin to Angus Young, and I do the best I can.
Awesome, man. Well, there you guys hear it, man. I'm Marky Z with Rock Dude from the Rockin' House. Be looking for these guys as soon as the scandemic gets out. If it ever does, these guys are ready to rock any stage they hit. So be looking out for that. Voltage Ultimate Classic AC/DC Tribute. I'm Marky Z. I'm out.
That's right. I ain't no teen, stop dirty. Back in 1955, man didn't know about a rock and roll show. And all that jive. The white man had the smarts, the black man had the blues. No one knew what they was gonna do, but Tchaikovsky had the news. He said, let there be light. There was light. Let there be sound. There was sound. Let there be drums.